I was told I wasn't a culture fit after creating their best-selling product, so I showed them what company culture really costs. The email arrived on a Tuesday morning right after I'd finished the pitch deck for our new fall launch. Can you stop by HR at 4 p.m.? No explanation, no context. I knew what was coming. For 8 months, I'd watched Melissa and Ryan become the office darlings. They joined marketing 3 weeks after me, but somehow leapfrogged into management's inner circle by month 2. It wasn't their talent. Melissa could barely create a PowerPoint without clip art, and Ryan's innovative strategies were copied directly from XX trends. It was the happy hours I couldn't attend because I was actually finishing projects. The inside jokes about weekends at someone's Hamptons house. The morning coffee runs where decisions mysteriously got made without me. Your performance is excellent, my manager James said each review, but maybe try connecting more with the team. I tried. Joined the fantasy football league despite knowing nothing about sports, laughed at jokes that weren't funny. None of it mattered because I wasn't them. I wasn't from the right schools, didn't have the right clothes, couldn't drop casual references to ski trips in Aspen. What I could do was work. So while they were becoming culture fits, I created Novert Part, the caning subscription box that doubled our quarterly revenue, my concept, my marketing plan, my copy on every product. We're restructuring the department, Ayer explained that Tuesday. Unfortunately, your position is being eliminated. James couldn't look me in the eye. You are just not quite the right fit. Behind him, through the glass wall of the conference room, I could see Melissa and Ryan high-fiving by the coffee machine. You'll need to hand over your projects before Friday, Ayer continued. Melissa will be taking over the Novi line. I nodded calmly, signed the papers, and walked out with my severance check that night. I opened my personal laptop and did something I'd never done before. I checked my employment contract part, specifically the intellectual property clause. The next morning, I sent one email to our legal team with my original Novi concept sketches dated and time and stamped 3 weeks before I'd ever pitched it internally. The email I'd sent myself containing all the branding elements, the cloud backup showing I developed it on my personal time on my personal devices. As you can see, I wrote, NOAA's was developed independently, prior to any company resources being allocated. Per section 4.3 of my employment agreement, this falls under prior inventions that remain my intellectual property. I never mentioned this before because I'd been a team player, but clearly this wasn't a team. By noon, my phone was blowing up. James, the CEO, the legal team panicked messages about misunderstandings and valued team members, but it was too late. I'd already filed for the trademark that morning. 2 days later, I was rehired as an executive consultant at triple my previous salary. 3 months after that, I left anyway, paired with full ownership of Novi and a licensing deal that paid me 12% of all revenue. Melissa got promoted to director of HepChoose. Ryan became prime of innovation. Last week, their revolutionary new product line launched without my input. Sales are down 64%. Meanwhile, Novio just hit 2 million subscribers. Turns out company culture is expensive when it values the wrong things. Sometimes the person you exclude is actually the only one holding everything together, and sometimes not a fit is the greatest compliment they never meant to give you.